Have you ever imagined stepping inside a story? Not just reading the words on a page, but living them? Drama, performance, and multimedia gives us that chance. They transform ordinary lessons into unforgettable experiences, where characters breathe, emotions unfold, and ideas come alive before our eyes. Instead of simply studying literature, we got to perform it, debate it, visualize it, and even reshape it through the power of technology. In this report, we'll explore how drama sparks imagination, how performance deepens understanding, and how multimedia connects tradition with innovation. Together, these strategies do more than teach, they invite us to become part of the story. So, good morning. Good day, everyone. Today, our lesson is all about strategies for teaching literature using drama, performance, and multimedia. I am Alliyah Miguellen, one of your discussion leaders for today. So, for you, what is literature? Well, literature is more than words on a page. It is a world of stories, emotions, and ideas waiting to be experienced. But how do we make students not just read literature, but truly live it? By using drama and performance and multimedia, teachers can transform the classroom into a stage where stories come alive, characters breathe, and lessons stay memorable. So let's move on to drama as a strategy. It helps students experience literature by acting out scenes and situations. According to Moore and Jaeden 2007, drama allows learners to visualize and emotionally connect with characters. I think we can relate this drama as a strategy katong time nga nagdrama ta sa Kabilin. So next is performance as a strategy. It focuses on oral expression and interpretation of text. Activities include poetry, recitation, storytelling, and dramatic monologues. In the Philippines context, balagtasan, a debate in verse, is an engaging way to connect literature with culture. That's it for my part, and I'm gonna give the stage to Jaeden.
Right. Now, thank you so much for that, Teacher Alliyah. Hi, everyone. I'm one of the discussion leaders for the strategies for teaching literature using multimedia. I am one of the discussion leaders. I am Teacher Jaeden. Now, literature helps us understand human experiences, cultures, and values. Teaching it with multimedia makes lessons more engaging, easier to understand, and memorable for students. Now, multimedia by definition is the use of text, images, audio, video, and interactive tools to support learning. Why use multimedia in literature classes? So, first is multimedia appeals to different learning styles like visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Second, it makes abstract or difficult text more concrete. And third, it builds deeper emotional connection with stories. And fourth is it encourages creativity and participation. Now, for example, watching a film adaptation of Romeo and Juliet helps students visualize Shakespeare's language. Now, for the strategies, we have here the strategy number one, which is using audio recordings. So in using audio recordings, you can play audiobooks or poetry readings during class. It helps the students with pronunciation, rhythm, and tone, and it supports auditory learners. Second strategy is the film and video clips. Now, during your class, you can show movie adaptation or short clips. You can use YouTube or educational films for analysis, and you can compare text versus visual representation. Next strategy is the visual presentations. Now, for the visual presentations, we have here, of course, the PowerPoint slides using images and infographics in class to illustrate settings, themes, and characters. And you can also use a graphic organizer for plot or character mapping. Now, the fourth strategy is the interactive activities. For the interactive activities, you can use quizzes, polls, or games with tools like Kahoot or Quizzes. students actively participate and recall key details. And for example, you can use Kahoot quiz on Greek mythology character after reading selected myths. Next strategy we have is the digital storytelling. Now for the digital storytelling, you can let your students create their own multimedia projects. This includes voice-narrated slideshows, short video adaptations of stories, and podcasts discussing themes. For example, students make a podcast episode analyzing themes To Kill a Mockingbird. Next strategy is the music and soundtracks. So in this strategy, you can use songs to connect with literature themes, and you can also play background music to set mood when reading aloud. Next strategy is the online platforms and e-resources. So when we say online platforms and resources, these includes ebooks, digital libraries, blogs, and forums. Now you can encourage your students for collaborative reading through Google Docs. Now, example, students post reflections about a poem on Google Docs and comment on each other's ideas. Now, multimedia has, of course, benefits and challenges. For the benefits of using multimedia, first, it enhances comprehension and retention. Second, it makes learning fun and interactive, of course, with using different multimedia tools. It makes the student or it makes your class more interactive and engaging. Now, third, it develops critical thinking and creativity. And fourth, it prepares students for digital literacy in the 21st century. Let's proceed to the challenges that we need to consider in using multimedia as a strategy for teaching literature. Now, for the challenges, of course, we have first the possible distractions. Using multimedia can be very fun and engaging, however, it can also be a distraction. Next is the need for access to technology. So, accessibility. Another challenge is teachers must balance traditional reading with multimedia. Now, in conclusion, multimedia enriches literature classes by making them engaging, relatable, and interactive as well. Teachers should combine traditional text analysis with multimedia tools to maximize learning. Now, before I end my discussion, I want to leave this quote saying, "Literature comes alive when we hear it, see it, and experience it through multiple senses." This is once again Teacher Jaeden. Thank you for listening.